Hello, we are Sornia. As always, a delight, a pleasure, an honor to come forward and share, to interact with you and have this exchange, this energetic exchange, and really feel each other's presence, because we feel you, you feel us. In particular, when you listen, we've asked you to, when you've been doing this, we've asked you to listen with all of your self, all of your being to our messages so that you can better understand frequency and vibration. You deepen your ability to discern what is happening, what is being given to you, what is being shown to you. As you do these things, as you focus your attention on being open, let's say that you focus, but you're open to what is possible and in what is happening for you. So we've seen many of you have really taken the time, not just with our words, but with each other, to listen and to feel and to understand that vibration, that frequency that that person in particular is actually giving off, if you will, or sending forth. And what we've noticed is then when you, being the receiver, because you've opened yourselves up when you're in conversation and you are the receiver of that, what we want then for you to do is to be very attentive to how that frequency and vibration affects your own energy system. So it's not just when you're doing this with anything, whether it be a person, whether it be music, a television program, actors. Well, we're all actors, aren't we? Or you're all actors. Whether it be the tree, nature, whatever it is, to recognize what it does for you. And many of you are doing this already and discovering that there are, what's the word? We want to say there are hidden worlds. That's not quite true. That there is so much more to your reality or your experience. Let's not even use the word reality. There's so much more to your experience here in this earthly realm that you have not been aware of, that you are now becoming aware of. Some people would say reading between the lines, but that's not even what it is. The silence between one word and the next, you're hearing what the silence between these words is actually what's in there. Everything is filled with information. You're paying attention to all of that will help you be able to greatly become the masters of your own journey here on earth. So this is happening. You are all very much in a position now of understanding this and taking the necessary steps to, master what it is that you are experiencing here on earth. So we wanted to give you that update. Of course, more and more is coming to you. There's more that you will be sensing. We don't like the word seeing because it's not so much of a seeing. You think of seeing, you think of with your eyes. Some of you are seeing things with your eyes. And that will happen for a lot more down the road, but it's more of a sensing. And so often that this is something we wanted to chat about also. You trust what your eyes see, right? This is such an indoctrinated belief. It's so deeply embedded in humanity. If you can see it, it is real. Then it is truth, right? So if I can see this thing here, that makes it real, and therefore it is truth. So, but what you are all discovering now through the age of these technological advances is that what you see may not be real and may not be truth. You have the advent, and have had it for a while, of what you call artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is being used along with holograms and other very advanced technological means that present, let's say they present, and they seem real, but they're not. You have people who seem like people, but they're not people. They are a hologram that's being projected, or they are being generated through some sort of artificial means, but it looks real. Lots of you are starting to see it, but maybe not fully understand how it's being done. It doesn't matter how it's being done so much as that you start to see it. And you've had some recent experiences in your world that some you haven't been able to witness, but the ones that who we are speaking to, have witnessed, you've been questioning and wondering what's the truth behind this. Are these situations real? And then you begin to say, well, what is real? So it's a very, very interesting time. As we said, it's been going on for a while, this manipulation of the reality. But what's really now being exposed is how much of it is a fabrication. And because your perceptions and your beliefs are of a certain nature, you will see and perceive something, and because you've been told that this is real, you believe that it's real, it's tangible. Let's use that word, that it's tangible. It's tangible. You can touch it, you can feel it, it's there. It happened, an event happened, or that person, that's really that person speaking. You believe that up until lately. And boy, are a lot of you waking up, because of what you have done to understand the nature of your reality and what you have done to understand yourselves and the nature of the physical form. You are beginning to go, wait a minute, this doesn't sit right with me. What's going on here? You're asking the questions that will allow for the answers that will bring clarity to come to you. And that's what's happening. You'll see more of this. And some of the events that are being prepared, let's say, will really be this type of experience. They will be fabrications. And if you are not capable of that discernment that we have been encouraging you to develop, that discernment for a long time now and really focusing on it, if you haven't developed that discernment, it will be easy for you to fall prey to the fear that is being projected out by the event or by that person, or even a false type of a leader, someone that will bring you forward, or people to trust and believe in, right? It is incredible how much is being brought out to the light and how it is being done. And you'll learn to know how this is all being done. Not who so much as what has been going on. And this is the exposure, revelations that have been, in a sense, prophesized for a very long time. So keep at it. And we'd say that this group that has received these messages truly has a good grasp of this understanding and has shared this with others, so more individuals are aware of it. The coming months are going to be very interesting in that regard. They already have been. Many of you are like, this is just wild. And it is. But the fact that you can look at it without fear and more look at your current experience with anticipation of what's next and how can we discern what the truth is, because you're just looking for truth. You're just looking for truth. Your ability to do that has sharpened your skills and your ability to discern what is truth and what is not truth. I mean, I guess not truth. What is an illusion, we should say. It's not that an illusion isn't truth, it's just an illusion. You will begin to understand how you are creators of your reality. Many of you understand the words and want to believe those words and have the desire to have more, let's say, control or understanding of how you are creating your reality. And you're trying different things and you're doing what different books or others who have claimed to have achieved manifestation, you follow their lead, which there's nothing wrong with that. Look for advice. But their way is their way. You have your way. That's the thing. Knowing how you are one to create your own reality is the purpose right now, also, besides the other things we've talked about, of why you are in this time period that you are in and what is happening here. How do you manifest? How is that really happening? We can't give that to you. There are elements of the manifestation process on earth that we don't fully understand if we have not been in human form. Many of us have not been in human form, and we know an awful lot. But being in human form, putting on all of those layers of the energy system of the human self, alters the way in which you are and how you perceive things. So because each one of you has a unique expression of who you are in a divine way, you will have a unique expression or way in which you express and manifest. So this is the other aspect of using discernment, but to understand how you manifest. We've heard a lot of you asking us, it feels like things are the same. I feel like I'm going back. Why do things keep popping up? Mostly emotionally, but a lot of you are getting physical things as well. Why is this going on? What keeps happening here? I'm getting tired of it. I thought we would be progressing. What's going on? What's going on? And you want us to answer these questions for you. And we can't answer these questions for you because you're the ones that have gone into the earth density with the intention of finding out those answers for all of us. We guide you. We know the difficulties. Some of us have tried ourselves to be in human form to understand, and we've made progress, and you're making progress. But we don't know. We've shared that with you. How does this work? Because when you understand through the experience, being in that experience. When you understand that, that is the key to unlocking the doorway or the however to ultimate freedom. That it's not just for humanity. It goes all the way back for us, for those that came before us. Yes, we are advanced souls. We don't need to go into the earth's density for the reasons that you are there, because you are doing it. You are taking on these roles to understand, because we don't know. We don't know how this is done. There are key elements that are missing, and that is what you are all doing in this journey, to discover what are the elements that we don't understand that prevent you from knowing exactly how you are a creative being. Some of you do things a little bit and things happen and then it feels real good, but then not everything happens. This is a very complex experience from the perspective that this has never been done before. Humanity has never felt that they could be masters since a long time, let's say. They have not felt that they could be masters of their own destiny, that they are creators, that they are creating their own reality. That knowledge is blocked from you, and it's been blocked for a very long time, that it's now been accepted that you are just at the whim of life. And going through life's experiences with its difficulties, its ups and downs, its joys, its sorrows, and all of that, some, and we're not talking directly to you, but so many in life are just looking to skate through and to not fully engage with life. But not you. You are all looking to engage with life. It's not something that happens overnight, and it's not something that you can be told what it is. You've been given some information, but is that information even valid for you? Question everything. Use your discernment. All of you have incredible critical thinking ability. Use that as you are moving forward, because the coming times, you're going to want that, because you're going to see others falling into despair or going in directions that are not beneficial. And again, you can't stop somebody from living their life, but you can suggest or advise them to think differently, or, hey, have you looked at this? And this is what all of you are training yourselves to do. So there's a lot that is going to be happening. There's a lot being stirred up. A lot of fear is being stirred up, if you haven't already noticed. There'll be more fear stirred up, because the fear being stirred up, if you buy into it, it will let you feel helpless and incapable, right? When you observe something that seems tragic to you, and the loss of life and violence is tragic, we're not trying to say, oh, just blow it off and don't pay attention to it. But when you see these things, we want you to be the observers of it. And that's when you start asking the questions. Well, what's going on here? What is the truth of this situation? Because a lot is being created through the various means of technology that are unavailable to you, but available to others, to create an environment or an experience that is nothing more than a video game. And ultimately, you are all living in a video game. You call it a simulation. You are living there. And you know this. There's nothing you don't already know. What you don't know, and you're learning to discover, how does that all work? So your frustrations with your experiences or reoccurring emotional states of being or physical states of being, things feeling stagnant or stuck, all of that is all part of what you need to experience in order to get through that maze or that jungle of confusion, to burn through it so that you can see the truth of what it is. Because once you see the truth is the light that shines into the darkness, and you get only what is truth. And truth will make you feel good. You'll feel strong. You'll feel right. And this is where you're going. So we've told you before, fasten your seatbelts. We can say that again, more in jest. All of you aren't afraid. You're ready. You're ready. Things won't happen quite the way you may think that they're going to happen. Let them unfold. Most of you do. You just let them unfold. But I can guarantee you, all of us here with Sornia, we can guarantee you that it's really coming to that time where you will see the divides. You will see more truth poking out through the darkness in greater detail than you have before. You've shed so many of your limitations. And even if you are still feeling certain things that you go, why do I still feel this? You're not attaching yourself to the feeling. You're like, oh, okay, this is something I'm just experiencing. Okay, I don't like it. All right, yeah, I still feel angry with this person or that person, but you're not dwelling in it and you're not identifying with it to the degree that it becomes part of your personality. It's really incredible. I think, and we think here, Sornia, we know that you are all aware of how far you have come. And you're going to have days that aren't so good and not so capable of feeling that strength of knowing that you are an expression of that divine truth. But you have days that you do feel that. So because the upcoming, it's already going on. Many of you are already thinking, yeah, that happened and this happened. And, I see this. Okay, what about that? And you're questioning. But as you move forward through your next few months, you're going to see a lot. And what's important, as we said before, is that you use discernment to decipher what do you need to know of truth and what isn't of truth. Because once you see the illusion, it has no power over you and it dissolves and goes away. So I guess that's about all we have for you for right now. Work with some of this stuff still. You're really in a good place. All of you are really in a good place. And we're very grateful because we're learning so much, because all of us are looking to finally be able to free ourselves from all of these entanglements that have been created by us unknowingly or unconsciously through our powers of manifestation that we don't understand. And we're including ourselves here because we have also been a part of this. Otherwise, we wouldn't understand it. We understand a little bit more than you, a lot more than you, but you are really bringing out the core to what it is that we need to know by going through the experience. So hopefully this helps you. As always, we are Sornia. We love you very much. Goodbye.